Ok. Já salvei a gravação já.
You sound doubtful.
Doubtful, just worried.
We have been shot at before, Jose. I don't feel that this is honestly anything new.
I hope not.
Só um instantinho, já volto aqui rapidinho.
But then the storm covered our tracks, so now we wait a bit, and we go back to Blackwater, and we get our money, and we get some more money, and we keep heading west.
But we're heading east.
For now. For now. We got this. We're safe. Stay strong, Jose.
Tá bom, agora eu voltei. Vou arrumar o microfone aqui aí. Ai, tá bom. Vou fazer logo essas missões aqui e sair desse filme. Só Zé Lutinha, vou esperar um pouquinho das coisas que tem aqui. Tá, não tem nada.
Sorry.
Tem mais nada pra pegar, gente? Tá bom, agora que estamos em um momento mais aberto, eu posso lutear, fazer os negócios que eu quiser, mas ali acho que é missão de tiro, então vamos ver que é caça. A caçada é mais fácil. Não é pacífico, mas é mais rápido.
We're gonna starve to death up here, Mr. Morgan. We're okay. We have a few cans of food and a rabbit. For what, 10, 12 people? When I was in the Navy...
I do not wish to hear about what you got up to in the Navy, Mr. Pearson.
We were stranded at sea for 50 days.
And you unfortunately survived.
When we ran away from Blackwater, I wasn't able to get supplies in.
Well, when government agents are hunting you down, sometimes shopping trips need to be cut short. We'll survive. We always have. If needs be, we can eat you. You're the fattest.
I sent Lenny and Bill hunting, and they found nothing.
Well, Lenny's more into book learning than hunting. Bill's a fool. Unless those mountains are full of game that want to read, ain't no wonder they found nothing.
Enough of this. We'll go find something. Come on, Arthur.
Wait a second. Hold on. Here. You're gonna need something to eat out there.
Assorted, salted offal. Starving would be preferable.
Come on, let's go.
You can't go hunting. Look at your hand.
I can't stay here listening to you two. Look, if there's game in those hills, I'll find it. And you can kill it.
You need to rest, Charles.
You think this is rest? Come along. Here, you take this. I can't use it, and you'll have to.
Oh, you're joking.
Use a gun, and we'll scare off every animal for miles around. You're never too old to learn, I imagine. Come on, this way.
How are you holding up,
Agora
Charles?
missão
I'm okay, apart from this hand.
boa, tranquilinho.
Stupid mistake.
Still bad?
It'll be
ficar
fine in a day or two.
boa.
I just
Tem
can't pull a bow
implementação
right now.
mais
I
forte.
sure hope I can. Never really got the hang of it.
You'll be fine.
So, you reckon we're gonna find something to kill that ain't no Driscoll?
There's meat up here for sure. Pearson doesn't know what he's talking about. Now the weather's eased off a bit, they'll be needing to feed. We'll head up this way. Find some higher ground.
Ah, me lembrei de uma coisa.
Been a wild few days, all right. That ride north from Blackwater,
O que eu ia falar?
getting stuck in the storm, bringing John back in.
You've had a
Não sei
lot
se
put on you.
diariamente chega
I wish I could have done more.
I didn't mean it like that.
Pra
Just
quem não me conhece,
like to think back on it.
sou
I
um
still
novo
don't really
ouvinte,
know what
então
happened
tanto
on that
vídeo
boat.
no YouTube.
Me neither.
É,
Well,
postado que
Javier
eu
told
faço
me a
no Twitch
bit,
assim,
but
normalmente vem
it sure weren't good.
Não, as lives em si na Twitch eu posto tudo no YouTube. E é assim, né? Até semana passada, semana retrasada, eu não tinha esse microfone pra ficar falando com vocês, mas agora eu posso interagir mais, sim, né? Tipo, as pessoas que escreviam no chat, né? Eu lembro, quando eu fazia as lives eu tenho esse microfone, ia direto, mensagem no chat, agora eu posso responder as pessoas que conversam no chat, essas coisas. E tô tranquilo com essas coisas, assim, agora. Não é mais, tipo, aquela vergonha que foi a pessoa querendo conversar comigo, né? Ficando dando certo, né? Agora vai dar certo agora.
There's some patches of grass here. This is good.
Vai, tá tudo
Let's
certo.
look down this
Começar
way.
a melhorar as coisas agora.
The wind's died down too.
That's good.
No wind at all is bad, but if it's too strong, they won't move. Now shh. Stay quiet.
Ai,
Hey, stop here a second. I see something.
cara, esse PC é foda desse jogo, cara, que eles conseguem ver as bagulho e tudo, eu nunca vejo nada.
There's deer been here. Recently.
How can you tell?
How can you
Espero
not?
que um desses jogos não seja mais não, cara.
We'll track them on foot.
Nunca acreditei que eu fosse fazer uma
You're gonna
piada
need the
dessa.
bow.
Nossa
Don't
senhora.
leave it on your horse. A gun will scare everything around.
Nunca mais quero fazer uma piada dessa, cara, nunca mais. Fiquei com vergonha agora de fazer esse tipo de piada, nossa senhora. Aí você vai pro YouTube, né,
Down.
cara?
Move quietly and slowly. You see the tracks?
I think so. Maybe not.
Focus. It's easier in the snow, but once you get your eye in, you'll be able to track nearly as well in grass and woods.
Ah lá.
Down there. You see him? Are you ready with that bow? Try to hit him in the neck or head. Quick and clean. You can pull back quite hard. You'll feel when it's too much. Good shot. Now let's try for another.
Acho que essa é a primeira caça de um abate limpo que eu consigo. Tem mais? Nossa senhora, tem mais, cara. Tadinho de cara. Tenho dó.
we can carry. Okay, you pick up one, I'll get the other.
You sure your hand's okay?
It'll be fine once I get it on my shoulder. Okay, I'll go grab the other one. I'm gonna get this packed on my horse.
Cara, eu nem sei se meu áudio ele tá bom na live, cara. Depois eu terminar isso aqui, eu vou ver, cara. Que eu só tipo coloquei o microfone, testei lá pra ver se funcionava. Coloquei. Espero que esteja bom.
Ready to head back when you are. Yep.
Come on then, let's head back.
Eu travei.
Nice
Ah,
work,
acho que é
Arthur.
agora que apareceu um
Should be
monte que a
enough
gente
meat
tem
here to
que
keep us
levar
all fed for a few days.
You found him.
I knew you'd be okay with that bow.
It's easier when they ain't shooting back.
We've seen enough of that.
Considering how things were looking a couple of days back, well, maybe our luck's finally on the turn.
Seems to me we should be putting our effort into getting off this mountain now.
Soon. People are still weak, and you've seen how snowed in those wagons are. They ain't going nowhere until we get some more thaw.
Eu só queria te pedir, cara, que
You're probably right.
live, né?
And
Mas eu faço,
even
né?
if we do get off
Vai se
here,
jogar jogo,
what then? We still have a big
tem que
price
fazer
on
mais
our
coisa
heads.
possível fazer,
This is
né?
a big country.
Jogo, continuar fazendo.
We'll find somewhere to lie low. Dutch and Jose will have a plan.
Tô aqui inscrito, né? Aí eu, assim, não edito, né? Porque
You notice how Pearson's had a
tô gravando
bottle
aqui
in his
aquele
hand ever
do
since we
quarto.
fled Blackwater? We give the camp cook 5 minutes to grab the essentials and go,
contei de
and he doesn't even bring a crumb of food.
Good that we caught more than one. A lot of mouths to feed.
And that girl from the ranch now too, but
Mas mesmo que
not sure she'll be
seja
eating
gravado
much.
no Play 4,
She
eu
has a
espero que
wild
vocês
look in her eye.
estejam bons, né?
You would too.
Espero que
She lost her
vocês estejam
husband,
gostando.
her home, everything she had.
So what do we do with her?
Once we get out of here and we're back on our feet, we'll see. She might have family somewhere.
So it was O'Driscoll's you ran into there?
Yeah. Last thing we was expecting.
What is it with the O'Driscolls?
You ain't dealt with them? I suppose. Hell, we ain't run into them much the last 6 months. I guess because they've been over this way.
Nah. I've heard a lot of talk about them.
Well, we've been scrapping over scores with them for years. Big gang. Nasty sons of bitches.
Justo vai aparecer
Their
agora.
leader, Colm, and Dutch go way back. And not in a good way. A proper blood feud.
So I heard. Watch out! Bear up ahead. Let's see if we can find another way around.
He's got a lot of meat on him.
We've got enough here. No need to push our luck. You must be real hungry. Stay well back. Spring storms like this are the worst for animals that sleep all winter.
Foi embora lá.
Yeah!
Eu podia ter escado, né? Apareceu ali, eu podia tirar nele. Mas aí eu ia ser maldoso demais, eu já tenho carne
Cut up here,
suficiente também.
off the trail.
É, as missões que mais loucas, cadê esses fizinhos que eu joguei?
We ain't ever talked that much, you and me.
Senão dá certo fazer
How long
duas
you been with
missões
us
logo
now?
aqui agora.
5, 6 months?
Something like
Já
that?
direto terminar.
Bet you didn't expect this.
What?
Any of this.
Blackwater
Blackwater
mess.
mess.
Assaltar o trem.
Being up
Sair do
here?
rio.
Ah. Sooner or later, a job's gonna go wrong. Nature of life.
I just
Yeah,
thought you might have
scared.
moved on by now.
You want me to move on?
No, no, not at all. I know you could run it alone, no problem.
I did that for a long time. I'm done with it. Always wondering if someone's gonna kill you in your sleep.
I still wonder that most nights.
I reckon you're okay. This suits me. Sure, I could fall in with another gang, but Dutch... You know, Dutch is different.
Oh, yes. Dutch is certainly different.
He treats me fair. Most of you do. And for a fellow with a black father and an Indian mother, that ain't normally the case.
Well, we need you now. More than ever.
Good. And how long have you been with these boys? Why ain't you run off?
Me? Oh, 20 years, something like that. Since I was a boy.
20 years?
Yeah. He taught me to read. John, too. Taught me a few other things, him and Hosea.
I'm sure.
Dutch saved me. Saved most of us. That's why we need to stick by him through this. He always sees us right.
Meio que é assim mesmo.
How's that new horse?
Você vai se dar
He's
conta,
all right. He'll do for now. I appreciate you letting me take Taima the other
vai
night.
chegar aquela,
She's a strong one.
aquela
It's been as hard on the
mochila
horses as on the rest of us. I don't know what Dutch would do if something happened to the Count.
que a gente perde
Same with
nosso
Bill
amigo,
and Brown Jack. He's a drunk, miserable bastard, but
esse velho amigo,
he loves that horse.
fica bastante,
I
né?
hope they all make it.
I tried to ride the Count once. Hucked me faster than a
Cara,
bull.
eu devia ter esperado
Won't take
o
nobody
pra
but
gravar,
him.
né? Shadow of the Colossus. Pra quem não sabe, eu vi Shadow of the Colossus. Vídeo de todas as partes dos Colossus já tá no YouTube.
I'm gonna hitch Taima over here.
Qualquer coisa só ir no
Brought some
YouTube,
food
no
back,
Twitch.
boys!
Tá lá o link aqui no canal do YouTube. Tá tudo certinho.
Oh, boy. Come on, let's get these over to Pearson. And thank you for showing me how to use the bow properly.
I only showed you a little. Takes a lifetime of practice to master.
Sir Pearson.
Well. Just drop it down in here.
Por que você não chama ele, né, cara? Que pena.
What a surprise. Find a camp rat loitering around in the kitchen.
Is that any way to greet an old friend? I feel like we haven't spoken for days.
I do my utmost to avoid you.
Ah, he loves me, really. It's his sad way of showing affection.
No, it isn't. Now shoot, get lost.
Well, see you gents later.
See, you got on just fine.
Charles is a wonder.
Have a drink, boys. You earned it.
Jesus, what is that?
Navy rum, sir. It's the only thing. The only thing. Keeps you sane, it does.
Yes, seems to have done a treat on you. You go rest that hand, Charles.
I'll be fine in a few days.
You mind helping me with the skinning, Mr. Morgan?
Senti saudade
It's
de fazer
easier
as
if we do it
lives, cara.
together.
Do I get to skin you?
You're always one with the jokes, aren't you? Come on.
This really isn't a job for a man with a burnt hand. I'll see you both later.
You skin that one you dumped on the floor there.
Opa. Extrair aqui rapidinho.
Not too bad, Mr. Morgan. Yeah. They always said you were a butcher. You know, you could trade these or sell these in pretty much any town. If you're looking to make a legitimate bit of money, of course.
Right now, I'm just looking to get off this mountain alive.
Well, if you catch anything else, you bring it to me.
Sure.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan. Heck, Arthur Morgan's first decent bit of hunting after all these years.
Yeah. Well, we're on the run now. Everyone's got to do their bit to survive. Just make a good stew. Folk need it. It's been a tough few days.
pessoal, acho que dá tempo da gente jogar mais uma missão. Acho que eu vou fazer o seguinte. Terminar mais um vídeo aqui. Aí eu continuo agora, né?